Hello, everybody, it's Tim here again. Had another movie review, this time for the movie Together, starring James Franco and I believe Alison Brie. Now, I think they're actually a couple in real life. As far as this film goes, this film has been out for a while, but I've just now gotten around to see it. This film was extremely hyped in my social circles. A lot of people talking about it, saying it's like the best thing ever. So I went into this finally seeing this with expectations of like wanting to be like blown away or expecting to be blown away. Finally watching this from 1 to 4 stars, I'd give it a 3 out of 4. I thought it was a good film. I liked it, but I didn't love this. This wasn't some mind-blowing movie. This wasn't like some Exorcist level masterpiece or some shit or whatever like some people were hyping this to be. But it's a good film. Dave Franco, he does a good job in this film in terms of acting, and I believe it's Alison Brie, who I think is actually his real life woman, plays his woman in this, and she does a good job as well. The acting in the film is all good. Special effects, is also good in the film. You do get like an occasional CGI shot that I did felt like stood out to me that I didn't really like. Overall, the film is about like this place or whatever that's like out in the middle of the fucking woods, and it's got some magic water in it that used to belong to at a church used to use, like a cult basically, where they would like drink this shit and it would cause people to like fuse together, some new age like hippie bullshit or something. But and apparently the place like sunk, but the water spot is still there. So every now and then, like someone will like fall into it and drink it. I guess drink the water, become contaminated by it, and then it'll cause their bodies to like fuse together. At the beginning of the movie, we get this like incident that happens with two dogs, and then this ends up happening too, where they basically like fuse together. And we get like this kind of weird looking like thing effect. Interesting. At the same time, I'm not really sure you needed that opening. Like, we could have gotten the idea about like just like Dave Franco having to like stumble into this or whatever and drink the water himself, like what ends up happening in the movie. We would have like gotten the idea that their bodies were trying to fuse. We didn't really need like that opening to like set this up for what we would be seeing obviously throughout the film. Like, it's obvious what's happening to his character and his woman's character. You don't really need that opening. It's just kind of there just to be like a grabber or whatever to catch the audience's attention. As I was watching the film, I just felt like you didn't need it. But later on in the film, like Dave Franco and his woman, they move out to this location, and there's this character in the film who's like this teacher or whatever that works at the school, and you obviously get the idea that the dude's shady. He acts shady from the beginning. When you start hearing things like it might be a cult or whatever, you're automatically like, he's a part of it. But throughout the film, you definitely get that vibe. But this is where the script gets messy for me, because he starts like telling like Dave Franco's woman or whatever about like the idea of like, check out the woods, I can show you around and shit like that. And Dave Franco decides to like go out with his woman and check it out. They decide to go out together and do it.